In Australia, we are again talking more about how we pay respect to the Indigenous population in this country and what that means. Two words seem to be the key: recognition and voice. Recognition appears to be the easiest issue to resolve, and providing a respectful amendment in the preamble of the Australian Constitution you would think would be acceptable to basically every Australian. Surely that is the very least that should occur. Then there is the issue surrounding voice, and how the First People in Australia can have a formalised platform either in the Australian Constitution or by way of legislation. Of course, Indigenous Australians should have a voice. The debate is, and will be around, what that looks like and what it means for the total Australian community. The strong push is for the voice of Indigenous Australians to be formalised in the Constitution. Now that could be by way of the preamble, where as I understand it, the words and intent would not be subjected to High Court interpretation. As we know, the High Court in Australia decides cases of federal significance, including challenges to the constitutional validity of laws, and to hear appeals by special leave from federal, state and territory courts. So, what I'm hearing is that the preference by many is for the voice to be formalised, not in the preamble, but in the main body of the Constitution, where it would be subjected to High Court interpretation. The key is what platform is created for that voice, and what that voice could mean for Australians as a collective group. Perhaps the main thing to consider here is unintended consequences. If the voice is somehow given legitimacy in the Constitution, and the voice has to be accounted for in the legislative process that impacts Indigenous people, does that mean that nearly every piece of legislation could be subjected to the voice? Basically, all legislation affects Australian citizens. So does it follow that given Australian Indigenous people are also Australian citizens, then nearly every piece of legislation could be accountable to the voice? In turn, does that mean that where the Indigenous voice has been heard but not accepted, could, in theory, every piece of legislation be challenged in the High Court? Unintended consequences. In a worst-case scenario, could we see the High Court overwhelmed with constitutional challenges? What I'm saying is, I think we have to be careful in terms of how we word any changes to the Constitution. It is possible that errors in the wording of the changes to the Constitution could bring Australia to a standstill. So that is my question, and that is what I would like people to think about. Correct me if I'm wrong.